We're still talking Apple here because they did announce that new mixed reality headset at its annual developer conference yesterday. The Apple Vision Pro, expected to launch early next year and starts at a price tag of nearly $3,500. Joining us right now is Joanna Stern, senior personal technology columnist at the Wall Street Journal, a CNBC contributor. She was one of the first to test, that new tech. I don't know if you had an opportunity to hear what we were saying, Joanna. I'm like jealous of you and wishing that I could put this thing on. Tell us everything. What did you think?
Yeah, I heard everything. Joe is upset he's not on Bumbler. It was a great conversation. By far, this is the best virtual or augmented reality headset out there. That was my biggest takeaway after spending 30 minutes with this. But it is still a headset, and that was sort of I put this thing on. I saw all of this pretty cool stuff in there. Everything you saw in those demos really did feel like it was what I saw. I mean, I got to do a FaceTime with somebody. They had a 3D hologram of them. It wasn't actually them. It was this 3D hologram. I got to put different windows up in the room I was in. I got to see my notes. I got to see messages. I got to see a Safari browsing window. I got to see 3D versions of movie clips and other types of things, and it was all very immersive. But at the end of it, also, my head was hurting a little bit, and I felt a little nauseous.
That was my question. Does it feel like you've got a diving mask on through the whole thing? Because those things hurt my head after a while. I can't do that for more than 20 minutes.
Exactly right. At the beginning of it, I thought, wow, this is the most comfortable headset I've ever worn. And then about 15, 20 minutes in, I started saying, okay, my nose hurts a little bit. Kind of trying to loosen the weight from it. Apple says that is actually because they didn't have the right sizing devices there. They're going to have this different ways of sizing it as it comes out to launch, but they don't have that yet because this is still a few months out.
So if we had this conversation 5 years from now, we can talk about whether this particular product that you tried is the thing, but historically, the first one is the first one, and it really is 2 and 3 iterations later, which may hopefully get lighter, talking about these kind of issues, or maybe the battery life gets longer. But the idea of it, conceptually, being in a mask of any sort, if you were a betting person 5 years from now, do you think that there will be a big market where a lot of people and families and people in the business world, that will be your computer of sorts? It will be your compute?
I think it will be one of our computers. And this idea of spatial computing that Tim Cook was talking about, where the space around us is really the screen, right? I mean, I think it's really compelling here, too. There are no controllers. Our hands are the controllers. Our eyes are sort of the cursor. And that really made me feel like sort of the iPhone moment for Apple, where the sense of like before we had the iPhone, we had styluses that we would touch our smartphones with, right? They're getting rid of that here again. And so there is a new paradigm here. And I think the idea that you're talking about, Andrew, with the idea that we would all have these, I don't know if we're going to all have them, but I think that there are going to be some compelling use cases for these. The big question is, what is that? We saw a lot around work yesterday. We saw around entertainment. So that's where the developer community has to come along.
The ubiquity question, I remember there was a period of time when iPads came out and some people said, oh, well, do we really need an iPad? And we have a phone already, or, we have a laptop. So is this just, for those families that have a phone, talk about the ecosystem, we have a phone, we have a computer, we've got the earphones, we've got the iPads. Is this one of those things 5 years from now?
It's definitely one of those things 5 years from now.
And
no doubt about that.
Okay, in between, maybe you can answer our meta question. There were a lot of people who said, Mark Zuckerberg is dying inside as he's watching this thing yesterday. And he may very well have been. But there was part of me that thought, given that his product costs $500 or you can get one for $100,000 these days, that maybe over the next year or two from a different price point, and it does some pretty cool things. Actually, it's funny. Apple does such a better job marketing this.
Yeah, Andrew and I were having this discussion, Joanna, where I was like, I don't want the Meta thing because but I thought it was pretty cool where they showed the lady on the plane who put these on and put the earphones in and
right. And I said, well, you can already do that on the Meta thing.
And I said, well, then Meta sucks because they don't market this the right way if you can actually do that.
Look, I think Meta's headed towards being the Android of this world. That means they're more accessible, they're more affordable to people, and it gets people understanding that, okay, there's a thing I can try that Apple has, but I have to get the lower cost one, right? That's really what Android became of the smartphone
So are
world.
They Android or are they Microsoft, where they've got Bing and every other second-rate thing that nobody picks up?
Well, that's the big question.
Microsoft-
Are we going to have a three?
Oh.
Are we going to have a three race here? Are we going to have
Microsoft
a three-leg?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's part of the question. Give us a couple of other things that I think people are interested in. One of the other pieces of this is, Meta focused so much on these avatars, and I think a lot of people thought that was very cartoonish. One of the things that Apple did was there was no sort of avatars except for what you do when you're on FaceTime, which is to say that when you're talking to someone on FaceTime, somehow they have to project an image of you on FaceTime. And there is this sort of image capture thing going on. Can you explain it to everybody?
Yeah, so I got to see this in action. I didn't get to scan my face, and I didn't get to create my own FaceTime hologram of myself, but I got to FaceTime with somebody else, an Apple employee. And really, what's really compelling here is that it's 3D, right? There's depth to this image. And so to do that, they have to scan your face, and you use the headset to scan your face. We saw this during the keynote. You scan your face. It really picks up on all of the attributes of your face. And then when you're talking, you're able to actually see 3D version of that, but also you're able to, it really mimics all the facial expressions. So I asked this woman as I was talking to her, I said, can you smile? Can you frown? Can you hold up your hands? I wanted to make sure she was real. I asked her to stick out her tongue. She was a little bit weirded out by that. But all of that worked, right? And so it really felt like, okay, this person is here. Now, I didn't get the rest of their body. And of course, I think over time, we're going to get more of this. But
and you like that
this is
better
like
than
the
what you...
holographic future.